Well, hello, everybody, on this blessed Good Friday. And that actually leads me into the music I want to talk about. Good Friday is obviously the most sacred day in all of Christendom, and obviously some churches celebrate it at a different time than others. But in any case, it is today in the land of Richard Wagner's birth. So why not talk about one of the most important pieces of music ever written surrounding both the date and the general themes of Good Friday and of Easter more widely? And this is, of course, Wagner's final ever piece, Parsifal, one of the most interesting pieces of a composer that has had many, many interesting ones indeed. Parsifal is in many ways unique among all of Wagner's canon. It's almost as though the composer was partly conscious that this would be his swan song, his final testament to the world. And unlike many of Wagner's earlier operas, the theme of Christianity and of redemption, sin followed by redemption, it's central to the theme of Parsifal. And that aroused a lot of interesting comments when it was released. Nietzsche used Parsifal to essentially attack his former friend who supported him, because Wagner and Nietzsche were very close at one time. Nietzsche then broke away with Wagner, and Parsifal was something he very much rejected. Others see it as his greatest ever work because he left a legacy, a musical legacy that ended with that ultimate tale of redemption, the entire theological concept of Christ dying for the sins of humanity, and that theme captured so brilliantly in the music. Now, the music itself is in many ways typically Wagnerian. It has everything that you'd expect from a Wagner composition, in this case, a Wagner opera, because that was the medium in which he worked most closely. It's got the beautiful motifs, the melodies, the chordality, the lush instrumentation and orchestrations. A story, of course, the libretto written by Wagner himself, as was the case with all of his operas. So everything about it is really his personal touch from the beginning to the end. There are also some differences. Much as the theme of redemption contrasts somewhat with some of the earlier, more paganistic, if you will, themes explored by Wagner. So paganistic and nationalistic versus more ecumenical and Christian. And the music, too, takes a somewhat more contemplative turn. It's definitely, for all of the Wagnerian grandeur, which is most certainly there as well, it should be, there's also a meditational and contemplative and inward looking feeling that is conveyed in the music, all in the service of this profound, redemptive, deeply Christian message. And so I'm going to keep this one short for the day because everyone has things to do and things to think about. But I have, as always, when I do classical videos, I've put, in this case, quite a few Spotify links in the description below where you can hear both samples by great conductors, including Furtwangler, including Knappertsbusch, including Siegfried Wagner himself, including Max von Schilling, and of course, an entire opera from beginning to end of Parsifal. So, depending on whether you want to hear the highlights or the whole thing, there's something for everyone down below. Do have a blessed Good Friday, everyone. And I think that the deeply contemplative and incredibly moving music of Wagner here is something that will really complete the day at an emotional level in many, many ways. We'll see you next time.